Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Brandon Shanae, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my May TBR, so please stay tuned.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
And we're back. So like I said, I'll be sharing with you my May TBR. It is now May the 7th, so I'm sorry that I'm just posting this now, but better late than never. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first book that I'm gonna be reading this month, I'm pretty much almost done with it. And I know a lot of people have pretty much already read this book as soon as it came out last year. But the book that I'm currently reading and almost done is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. This is the second book of the Children of Blood and Bones series. This is, like I said, her second book. It just came out last year in December, I believe. And I've been waiting for this book forever. I was shocked that the book was this thin because the first book was like this thick compared to this one. But the cover is beautiful. I love it. I love the blue. And then if you look on my previous videos, which I'll leave up in the cards, I have the UK edition where it has blue sprayed edges. But yes, so this is the first book I'm going to be reading. And let me just read the synopsis so if you haven't read it, you have a more, you get a gist of what it's about. And it says, after battling the impossible, Zaylee and Amari have finally succeeded in bringing magic back to the land of Arisha. But the ritual is more powerful than they could have imagined, reigniting the powers of not only the Magi, but nobles with magic ancestry too. Now Zaylee struggles to unite the Magi in an Arisha where the enemy is just as powerful as they are. When the royals and the military forge a dangerous alliance, Zaylee must fight to secure Amari's right to the throne and protect the new Magi from the monarchy's wrath. But with civil war looming, Zaylee finds herself at a breaking point. She must devise a way to bring the kingdom together or watch as Arisha tears itself apart. Children of Virtue and Vengeance is the pulse-pounding sequel to Tomi Adeyemi's #1 New York Times bestselling debut, Children of Blood and Bone, the first title in her Legacy of Arisha trilogy. So if you look on it, look on the inside, it's blue. This is Arisha, so this is the map. And so when you take the cover off, I believe that's the signature of Tomi Adeyemi. Here's the foiling, so it's really beautiful. But I've been wanting to read this for a while. It's just been a long time coming, but I'm finally getting into it and I'm like loving it. I literally just started it like a couple days ago and I'm already almost done. I'll probably end up finishing it tonight. But yeah, so this is my first book that I'm going to be reading in May. The second book that literally just came out, I think Monday or Tuesday. I've been wanting to get my hands on it since it came out. This book is written by Elizabeth Esvido. This is her third book. First she had written The Poet X, and then she had written, I believe it's called With the Fire on High. So that's her second book, which I have. I still need to finish reading it. I started reading it a while ago. Now I just need to finish it since now she has this one. So this book is called Clap When You Land. So it literally just came out. And look at the cover. It's beautiful. You see the two girls and then you see a plane. You see a plane image right there. And then there's the side of it. So that's beautiful like that. And then when you take the cover off, this is what it looks like, which is beautiful, by the way. And then on the back, this is what it looks like. So it's really, I just love her books. They're very creative when it comes to her covers. But let's see. I want to see what it's all about. I've heard some great things about it already from people's reviews from when they received ARCs. But let me read the synopsis so we can see and we all know what it is about. It says, Camino Rios lives for the summers when her father visits her in the Dominican Republic. But this year, on the day when his plane is supposed to land, Camino arrives at the airport to see crowds of crying people. In New York City, Yahara Rios is called to the principal's office where her mother is waiting to tell her that her father, her hero, has died in a plane crash. Separated by distance and Poppy's secrets, the two girls are forced to face a new reality in which their father is dead and their lives are forever altered. And then when it comes to sorry, I keep saying and then it comes. This is, and then when it seems like they've lost everything, they learn of each other. Poppy's death uncovers all the painful truths he kept hidden and the love he divided across an ocean. And now Yahara and Camino are both left to grapple with what a new sister means to them and what it will take to keep their dreams alive. In a novel in verse that brims with both grief and love, award-winning and best-selling author Elizabeth Esvido writes about the devastation of loss, the difficulty of forgiveness, and the bittersweet bonds that shape our lives. So, her first book, The Poet X, was written in verse. Her second one wasn't, but I still loved the writing. So now this one is written in verse. I'm really excited to read this. The cover is just as mesmerizing as it is already. But I really want to I really am glad I got my hands on it. Even on the back it says, praise for The Poet X, a story that will slam the power of poetry and love back into your heart. That was said by Lori Hulse Anderson. And this one, let's see, it says, praise for With the Fire on High. It says, Ace Vito has done it again. The multi-award winning author of The Poet X has delivered perfection. So there's nothing but great things about her books that she has written. And so I'm looking forward to reading this. So this is the second book that I'll be reading in May. Third one, I started reading these books last year. I've only read the first 3, so I decided this will be a good time for me to continue on reading it. And the book is by J.K. Rowling and is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I read the first 3 books and I loved it very much. I know, I'm so late in reading this series. I know everybody else has read it and loved it so much. I've seen all the movies, but I have not read all the books. So this is the 4th book that I'm going to be reading. It's big, but I already know that it's going to be huge. Based on the other books, I know they're pretty big. But yeah, so this is the 4th book. And I believe this is the anniversary edition as well. So I need to know with this edition, when all the books come together, they become they have a picture shown. So it displays a picture. But anyway, let's see what it's all about, even though I know what it's about. But I think some people may not have read the series either. But it says, it matters not what someone is born. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. That was said by Albus Dumbledore. And it says, Harry Potter wants to get away from the pernicious Dursleys and go to the Quidditch World Cup with Hermione, Ron, and the Weasleys. He wants to dream about Cho Chang, his crush, and maybe do more than dream. He wants to find out about the mysterious event involving 2 other rival schools of magic and a competition that hasn't happened for hundreds of years. He wants to be a normal 14-year-old wizard. Unfortunately for Harry Potter, he's not normal. He's different, even by wizarding standards. And in this case, different can be deadly. So that already sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I actually love the books, or the ones that I've read so far. I loved it better than the movie. It definitely gave a lot more detail than the movie did, which of course that is to be expected due to the fact the movies take out most of the information or most crucial details that a book carries. But I'm looking forward to reading this, and I can't wait to finish this and read the rest of the series, so that way I can join the club and have discussions about the books, because they're amazing. That the ones that I've read so far, and I love the movies. So yeah, so there we have it, you guys. So for this month, there's a total of 3 books that I'm going to read. I'm going to make it a priority. I mean, it's already May 7th, and I'm already going to be pretty much done with my first book. So I have 2 more books to read this month. But there you have it. So these are all the books I'm going to be reading in May. And I'm glad that you watched this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thanks so much, you guys. See ya.